Who knows what I'm talking about here? Say aye.
Tony Robbins, the self-help guru who famously encourages his clients to walk on fire, is now being raked over the coals himself after igniting controversy with his comments about women in the workplace.
If you use the Me Too movement to try to get significance and certainty by attacking and destroying someone else, you haven't grown an ounce. All you've done is basically use a drug called significance to make yourself feel good.
Robbins was speaking at one of his Unleash the Power Within events last month when he made the statement.
So Nanine, tell me something. What's your concern?
The San Jose arena was packed with attendees, among them Nanine McCool, who questioned what Robbins was proclaiming.
So I have lots of Me Too stories, and I am also a survivor of violence in my home as a child. And I think it was the Me Too movement that gave me the courage to speak up. I thought, oh gosh, you know, Tony Robbins, you've got this all wrong.
So I think you misunderstand the Me Too movement. I think the Me...
Not for you personally. What you're seeing is people making themselves significant by making somebody else wrong and getting certainty. And there's nothing wrong with that, it just won't make you happy. I'm not knocking the Me Too movement, I'm knocking victimhood.
But McCool doubles down on her defense of Me Too, a movement organized to empower sexual harassment victims.
And certainly there are people who are using it for their own personal devices. But there are also a significant number of people who are using it not to relive whatever may or happened to them, but to make it safe for the young women.
Robbins invites Nanine to join him, pushing his point and pushing her.
Put out your fist. Why are you pushing back? I didn't tell you to push back. Why are you pushing back? Why are you pushing so hard? When you push someone else, it doesn't make you more safe. It just makes them angry.
Apparently, it's something he does at a lot of his seminars, this pushing exercise. But I didn't know where he was going with it. I'm a tall woman, I'm 5'8". He is so big. And when he stepped up to me right at first and he looked down on me, I triggered because he looked angry.
And the larger-than-life personality continues.
So I just with someone the other day, very famous man, very powerful man, who's saying how stressed he is because he interviewed 3 people that day. One was a woman, 2 were men. The woman was better qualified, but she was very attractive, and he knew I can't have her around because it's too big a risk, and he hired somebody else. I've had a dozen men tell me this.
The founder of the Me Too movement, Tirana Burk, wrote, "If you talk to more survivors and less sexist businessmen, maybe you'll understand what we want. We want safety. We want healing."
How bad is this for Tony?
I think it's terrible. I mean, Tony's career is based on 2 things. One is empathy, the idea that people hire him, go to his meetings, go to his seminars, because he understands them and he's trying to help them. If you're going to be dismissive and perhaps even downright hostile to things that thousands and thousands of people believe, that's going to be bad for your business.
The incident went viral when Now This News posted the video, garnering more than 5 million views. But Nanine says internet notoriety was the last thing she had in mind when she registered for the conference.
I'd seen his stuff on YouTube, but suddenly I thought, well, maybe Tony Robbins can help me figure out how to move forward in my life because I felt really stuck.
An out-of-work lawyer, she paid nearly $3,000 to attend the event. That money has since been refunded. McCool is one of millions who've turned to Robbins, whose self-help seminars have the vibe of a rock concert, preaching about personal performance, physical fitness, and what he calls emotional mastery. He's also a best-selling author, entrepreneur.
Most people don't even make a resolution anymore. Why?
Infomercial fixture with a reported net worth of $500 million. He's even the subject of a Netflix documentary, I Am Not Your Guru.
I used the intervention to teach principles in the middle of it.
100%.
I love that. That's my favorite way to do it.
Robbins issued an apology yesterday on Facebook, saying in part, "I apologize for suggesting anything other than my profound admiration for the #MeToo movement. And it's clear that I still have much to learn." ABC News reached out for comment, and we were referred back to that Facebook statement.
My first reactions to watching that, to be quite honest, it's just really exhausting. It's frustrating. There was a moment in particular in the video where she, stood up to voice her opinion.
I think the need.
Not for you personally.
And he silenced her before she could even get her thought out. He cut her off. That's so telling of like the larger conversation and everything that's happening with that. It's like just the silencing of this woman.
Editor Essence Gant compiled an article for BuzzFeed asking women who have experienced workplace harassment to share their stories.
I politely refuse. He tells me that I'm turning him on and I owe him at least a kiss for that. It's super widespread as far as age, industry, profession, level of profession. Some stories were coming from girls as young as 15 working in retail, and other stories were coming from women who were doctors, who were senior executives.
She says sharing these stories is an important part of changing workplace culture.
When you elevate these stories and you give people this kind of platform, it eventually leads to action, and we can start to challenge policies and power structures that have for so long perpetuated this behavior and allowed it to go on without any kind of punishment.
Is I'm sorry enough?
It's not enough once. It has to be said over and over and over again. If you look at Tony Robbins' message, whether you believe in this kind of self-help stuff or not, it's about transforming yourself and learning from what has happened to you. This, to me, if Tony Robbins is smart, and he is a learning moment for him.
Why is she still pushing?
And while McCool may not have found the enlightenment she was looking for at the conference, she says she did find something unexpected, a sense of sisterhood.
A woman reached over and tapped me on the shoulder, and she was in tears. And she said, "You effing rock. That was awesome. I will never forget you."
For Nightline, I'm Lindsay Davis in New York.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.